Hello, welcome to the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm the hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymour, professional loser.
Not professional loser.
I'm an amateur loser.
Oh, way to take back my win, man. Good job.
Ooh, I'm going to the Olympics.
That wasn't. You're absolutely right. I'm not a pro at it at all. Amateur loser. Oh, which somehow seems so much worse. Oh. But does that technically mean that you're kind of a winner? If you're not a professional loser?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You guys let us know what you think. If you're not a professional loser, you're an amateur loser.
Does that make you a winner?
Kind of a winner.
It's like being upper lower class. It's like I talked in high school. I talked a teacher into giving me an F plus instead of an F.
Boom.
So I was like, "Come on, man!
Like, come on, help me out. Help me out. Put the plus on it. You know, the plus makes it all better."
And they're just like,
and you're like, "Woohoo! Woo! I got you. Game the system. I'm a genius." On this episode, we're going to talk about Something Is Killing the Children, number 3. It feels like we've lived with this book far longer than just
but it's only 3 issues. It's only 3 issues.
This is a lot of weight in the story. James Tynion IV, Werther Della. Dang it! I knew I was going to do it again. Della Dera and Miguel Muerto are still kicking all the ass on this book.
Yeah, and it opens up.
Oh,
not okay. Just not okay. But so perfect in its not okayness.
Yes. Disney Plus launched last week, so you could watch Monsters Inc. And this is not that. Okay,
this is the opposite.
This is 100%. If this is Boo, Kitty done lost her damn mind.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. We open up with this little girl sitting in the dark. I mean, clearly scared beyond reason.
Yeah.
Blood soaked. And all she is saying is, "I don't believe in monsters. I don't believe in monsters. I don't believe in monsters."
Luckily for her, the monsters believe in her.
Yeah.
Because when that page is turned,
Like,
ugh.
this is tough. She's like clearly in a closet, and unfortunately, this monster went to the Jurassic Park Raptor School of we can open doors, and it totally does. Almost gets her, and as she runs out, she sees
multiple other dead bodies.
Yeah.
And I can't help but wonder, because there's that Ouija board.
Did she call it?
Yeah.
I think they called it, like, for sure.
Because the other kids, because they were playing that game about telling horror stories.
Right? So is there a connection of you invoke horror comes?
Yeah.
I mean, this little girl, she's like running through the house and seeing that there are bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
And she attempts to, like, hightail it out the house, takes a nasty spill on the stairs.
Yeah. And jacks up her elbow pretty badly.
No, it's her wrist.
Oh, is that her wrist?
Yeah, because based on that
that's
twist.
Even worse for her.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, it's her elbow. And I'm like, why is her wrist broken? Then looking back, that hard turn is her wrist, not her elbow.
Ow.
Clearly, that's not something that's supposed to happen based on general anatomy rules.
On the upside, she won't have to worry about it much longer.
Yeah. The poor girl wants anybody to help her, and there is no one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The monster's like, I'm gonna help you. To myself.
Chomp, chomp, chompity,
Yummy,
chomp.
yums. So the next couple of pages, I think, are really where the storytelling raises like bars here.
Yeah.
We're seeing like very strong character pieces, huge character pieces. This old guy is drinking at the bar, and he's talking about his son.
Yeah.
And what he's going to remember of his son. How so many people are like, oh, you think of them as babies all the time. Remember what it was like to hold them. And he's remembering his son for the man that he became.
Those moments where you could see the potential of where he's going to go with his life.
Yeah.
That flash of energy in his eyes when he's helping with homework. And dang, like as a father, that hits
hard.
Hits so hard.
2-piece, boop, boop. And dude is just, he's pouring out his soul to the bartender here. And bartender's like, hey, look, tap you out here. And the guy's like, look, I can't go to sleep yet. Yeah. Like, let me get one more drink. He is seriously trying to drink away his troubles.
Yeah.
And I feel for him because
you lost your kid.
Yeah.
And especially in this particular circumstance that these families are finding themselves.
Super hard. Super hard. Also at the bar is the dude from issue 2.
Yeah.
And his sister's missing. And, I mean, we clearly recognize that missing is being very polite.
Yeah. It's a euphemism for
Right.
monster meat.
You know, and he's talking with some friends about, you know, Erica and how, you know, they're watching her and trying to figure out what her place in all this is.
Like, she's got big, creepy eyes, and the way her eyes are drawn are big and creepy.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
And her friends, like, everybody is still, because there's no such thing as monsters,
right?
Everybody is still on the thought process of maybe the kid that survived, he had something to do with it. Maybe she has something to do with it because they've been talking together.
Right.
And I don't blame them for thinking and feeling that way.
It's a rational conclusion.
Yeah.
Totally rational. In a world where monsters aren't real.
Yeah.
Caveat. I love it. Like, such a huge moment.
The fake ID card is the greatest.
So we find out Erica's full name is Erica Slaughter. Metal.
Yeah.
She's being interrogated by the sheriff, who found her in her hotel room, which you remember from last issue, talking to a stuffed animal, which, also from last issue, is not just a stuffed animal.
Yeah, but nobody else can see it.
Right.
They all see it as this stuffed, ugly doll-looking octopus.
Thing.
And
it's more than that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So, she does have a fake.
Yeah.
Printed on paper, not even laminated.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
just...
any F's that she had to give, she lost them.
Yeah, she was trying to tell you what her name is.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
It's
a copy of my ID, okay? Like, is it my ID? Eh. What I love is that she doesn't even lie. Like, you know, this isn't a social security card, it's a license. It looks like you made it at Kinko's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? Like, it is what it is.
Her level of real is unescapable.
Yeah.
Like, when he points out it's just made of paper, she's like, so it's a social security card. Well, crap.
Dang it.
That's
very true.
That's very true.
Very true. Like, I feel so insecure right now with
Right?
my safety. Like, my identity is just waiting to be stolen because of a piece of paper. So what's great is he's trying to, like, really discern her level of involvement with all these killings and disappearances. And she cuts to the quick like none other. She's like, look, you asked me for these dates. You asked me where I was. Mm-hmm. And if you go back and look for any of these things in these other places, you're going to find a bunch of missing kids and maybe some talk of monsters. And you're going to lock me up because that's the sensible thing. But what I love is she points out hardcore the fact that you saw me get off the bus to come here after these murders, you know I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah. And the added little, and I don't think she's trying to like poke him in the eye or anything, but there were kids that went missing early on.
Right.
The first ones that you just kind of chalked up to running away.
Right.
Those kids
maybe a relative snatched them or something like that.
Yeah. You've done those kids wrong.
Completely.
That was the beginning of it.
And you just didn't realize. Her question at hand is, who went missing first?
Yeah.
Who was the first one? Because that will help me pinpoint what we're dealing with, what to do about it. I can solve this. And he's so grounded in the real world where he's like, excuse me, I'm interrogating you, first of all.
Yeah, you've been arrested. There's no such thing as monsters. Children are dead.
Right.
You're not in charge here.
Yeah. Stop playing around like there's this game here. Like, this isn't funny. Like, this is very serious. And again, she never loses her cool.
Yeah.
Her calm is probably the most disorienting thing for him.
Yeah.
Because you would think like he's essentially accusing her of being a part of a murder spree. And at no point does she go, I didn't do it. I didn't.
It's like, you saw me get off the bus.
You know what it is. Like, just listen to me. I can solve this. I just need you to tell me what I need to know. And then she, when she drops the bomb, she's like, look, you're going to get a call in a little while. When you do, you're going to let me go. A little bit after that, this problem is going to go away. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
She says it. You're never going to really know what happened or why, and that's going to drive you a little bit crazy. But at least kids will stop dying.
Yeah.
That's going to happen sooner if you tell me the first kid who disappeared.
Door opens. Somebody sticks their head in. Joe, we've got a problem.
Of course, Joe is like, "Is this your phone call? Is that what this is?" She's like, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not yet." And he's like, "Is this about her?" Dude's like, "Nah." He said, "There's 5 more of them. 5 more dead."
Yeah. So that means, even more empirically, she had nothing to do with it.
She's been with them the whole time. Like, this happens.
There's no way.
And he's like, "When?" And they're like, "Just now." Like, there's still blood spurting. Like, organs are fresh.
Yeah.
Here.
5 more kids. But the thing that escalates this situation is that these kids were killed in their house.
Right.
The thing got in.
Right. Which means it's getting stronger. And if it's getting stronger, she's got to come at this a totally different
Right.
way. She's really got to figure out how long this thing has actually been here
Yeah.
to do this. The sheriff is starting to believe her. I mean, what choice does he have?
Yeah.
It's either there's a weird, crazy killer on the loose that clearly isn't her, but she knows something.
Yeah.
Or there's monsters rocking a hard place.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to go with this. So he says, "Look, let her out." He says, "Don't leave town." She's like,
Yeah.
"I won't, not till this is done." And he tells her who's the first girl.
Yeah.
Sarah Washington. They thought her uncle must have picked her up, but there wasn't any sign. This was a month and a half ago.
And what's got to eat away at him now is the realization that Sarah was probably someone on the fringe, like not one of the rich kids or the
Right.
popular kids. And they just kind of wrote it off as,
Oh, her uncle got her. She'll turn up. Meh. A
Meh.
month and a half ago. Terrible. Terrible. He tells this guy to keep an eye out on Erica, like to really see like what's going on.
Yeah.
He's not blaming her.
Yeah.
He's rightfully suspicious. He's like, "Look, there's something weird here, and I can't figure out what it is,
Yeah.
but we got to figure this out." Erica leaves the police station, and James is there, waiting for her. I appreciate his realness too.
yeah. Because he's supposed to be in school.
Right.
But everybody there thinks he killed his friends. He isn't wanted there. He isn't like, he has no place to go.
Right.
Because he goes home, his parents are upset.
Right.
They're in this weird, messed up way. Erica is his only like source of calm.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing something constructive.
Figuring it out, solving this. She pulls out the octopus and begins to talk to it.
Yeah.
And it talks back. But James can't hear it.
Right.
He even asked her, like, "Hey, are you talking to your octopus?"
Because it's one thing, he has seen monsters.
Right.
So he's on board with that. But when someone who you've only met for a few hours maybe
Is doing weird.
yeah, and because the way she's talking is super weird. It's like she's got the octopus, and she's saying, "Doing something doesn't always make you feel better, James. 5 more children are dead, killed inside the house." And then she begins to talk to the octopus. An E7 wouldn't be able to do that. What am I up against here? And it responds to her. The kill pattern is now more consistent with a Class B oscurate type than a Class E. So she's having this very
Strategic conversation.
yeah, like
this is necessary.
yeah, like it isn't. Oh, there's monsters, and this is the kind you have to stab versus the kind. Like, no, there are classifications. There's
Yeah.
a hierarchy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And this has just been bumped up to DEFCON level 4.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad. It's so funny where, James kind of judges her like, "Okay, you're a weirdo
Yeah.
right now." And she snaps at him because she's very serious about what her business is.
Yeah.
Just because he doesn't understand it, don't ridicule me.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's both of their reactions are very real.
Yeah.
And very honest and very right. From
Yeah.
his perspective, weird,
Yeah, you're talking to a stuffed animal.
like crazy talk. And she kind of stomps off, but this is the humanity here.
Yeah.
James apologizes. He instantly sees like, I've not just offended you, I've insulted you.
Yeah.
And that's not my intent. Like he's trying to get her to talk to him and bring him into this, and instead she starts talking to a stuffed animal. So
Yeah.
he's just trying to be like, hey, listen, like talk to me, and it blows up in his face. But she returns.
Yeah, that's the key thing is her
With
her
an
response.
apology. You know, she's like, look, I get it. Like you're out of your depth right now.
Yeah.
Like this has been the thing that I do, so I should know how to handle this.
Yeah.
You are out of your depth. You're trying to help. I get it.
Yeah.
There are kids that are in danger. You know, what I'm going up against is bigger than I thought. You know, and I shouldn't have blown up at you. I'm sorry because now my frustrations are playing out at you, and that's not okay.
Which only helps to make her that much more of a complete character.
Yeah.
And not some just badass.
Right.
Like, there's a real person there.
Super real. So she's like, look, we need to get this over with quick. And James like, what can we do? The best answer possible.
We're gonna need weapons. Lots of weapons.
Boom. Oh my God. This book, the rhythm of it and the humanity therein is so good.
It's one of the things I like about it is each issue feels like if you're watching a TV show,
Right.
it's got that cold open.
Yeah.
And then once that's over, you get
The
brought
credits?
into- Yeah. So, yeah, Tinian, like the entire creative team is just absolutely
Yeah.
killing
yeah,
it with
yeah.
this book.
They're doing amazing stuff. This is like, I think this is like a great holdover for the next season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Because it's got that vibe,
Yeah.
and it's really well done. Yeah, Something is Killing the Children is a great read.
Yeah.
Great read. This is one that if this was written to become something else, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah. 100%.
It's really dope. As always, thank you guys for being our Patreon members. We thoroughly appreciate your love and support. Definitely check out the free show because we're giving away some free swag.
Yeah. And all you have to do is provide us what you think My Little Pony Wu-Tang Clan mashup would be.
Yeah. Only one pony. That's all you. Just one pony is all you have to do.
Yeah.
So have at it, and we can't wait to see what you come up with. No, is that weird?